Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I apply my base makeup. I'm going to be starting off with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium Beige. So I'm going to apply the concealer under my eye, down the sides of my nose and under my nose, as well as on my smile lines. I'm going to put some in the corner of my eye, my forehead, and my chin as well. I have a few different variations of how I apply foundation. For today's video, we're going to be applying the concealer and the Tantour on as a base before the foundation. I'm going to blend this all out with a damp beauty sponge. Next, I'll be using my Tantour by Huda Beauty in the shade Light. I'm going to apply this in a line in the hollows of my cheeks, my forehead, underneath my chin and my jawline, as well as the way I would contour my nose, so down the sides of my nose and at the base. Then I'm just taking a fluffier brush and I'm blending this out. Blending out my forehead and under my jaw as well. And then I'm taking a smaller brush to blend the nose contour. I like to have my under eye pretty bright, so I'm just going back in with my concealer and adding a little bit more. Today I'm using one of my favorite drugstore foundations. It's L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in the shade 104. This foundation is amazing. It's really buildable and very blendable. It has full coverage and it is a matte foundation, so since I have oily skin, this definitely does the job of not letting the oils come through. And once all my foundation is set in, I'm just going to lightly dust some powder on my face to set that in. I'm using my Ride or Die Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Banana Bread. I've applied some down the bridge of my nose just to bake that area. When applying my powders over top of my foundation, I like to work with a matte surface, so this is why I lightly dusted some powder on. I'm using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. So I'm just bronzing my nose, taking off the extra powder on my nose and going back in and creating the shape of the contour that I want. By applying the Tantour on before my foundation, I find that I'm using significantly less product when bronzing, and it also creates a nice base for me to follow with. Then I'm going in with my powder to do a reverse contour so that I can highlight the sides of my nose to really create the shadow of the contour that I want. So I'm applying this in the hollows of my cheeks as well as on my forehead. For my blush, I'm using my favorite MAC lipstick in Viva Glam 3. And then I'm going back in with my face powder and applying a little bit more under my eyes just to really bake the area and give it the highlighting effect. And I'm just applying it in the other areas where I get oily, so in my T-zone around my mouth. And I'm going to carve out my cheek contour. And a little bit on my forehead and a quick dust off just to highlight that area. I'm going to dust off the powder from around my nose so that I can apply my blush and bronze a little bit more. Then I'm going in with my powder to do a reverse contour. Now I'm going to let that set for a little bit, and I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter in So Hollywood. I'm going to apply this on the high points of my cheeks, the base of my nose and down the bridge of my nose, as well as my Cupid's bow. Then I went in and dusted off my extra powder. I wasn't really satisfied with the amount of baking my nose had done, so I went in and applied some more. And for the lips, I'm using my favorite lip contour by Huda Beauty in the shade Trendsetter. And for lipstick, I'm using a liquid matte lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Ashton. And now I'm dusting off my nose contour, and that is it. That's the final look. If you guys would like to see my other foundation routines, please let me know in the comments below. And as usual, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching!